Hi folks, it's Chef Kevin. I'm here in my backyard in Jamesville, Virginia, and I just picked a bunch of tomatoes from my garden. So I'm going to make a tomato soup. Now I made one last week, it came out really nice. I used a combination of dried herbs along with fresh garlic. So today I'm going to step it up a bit, and what I'm going to do is actually grill the tomatoes over the barbecue. That's right. And I'm going to use ginger and garlic as ingredients. Now by grilling the tomatoes, this will add a smoky flavor to it. It's going to be really off the charts. Watch how I do it. Here are my garden tomatoes. I'm going to go ahead and prep these. This is going to be very easy. Basically just going to cut each one in half and then remove the stem. I have the grill setting up. So that's all there is to this. That's it. I'm going to finish those off and then go outside to the grill. Okay, so that's about 4 pounds of tomatoes. And that'll make a good 3 portions. So let's go down to the grill now. Okay, let's get those tomatoes on. Just gonna put them right on top of the grill. Let's do it this way. Cut side down. I'm going to get some good char here. There we go. This is going to go relatively quickly. Shouldn't take more than 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, so it's been a good 6 minutes. So that's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice little char. And what I'm going to do is put them inside this plastic bag, and it'll actually continue to cook. That char is going to be all flavor. Smells so good already. Okay, the garlic prep. Very easy. Give it one more nice piece here. This doesn't have to be too fine because this is all going to get strained out towards the end. So I would say that's good to go right there. Now let's do the ginger. Here's my ginger. Now this is a very healthy soup. I'm going to use some butter, some oil. But other than that, there's no added starch or sugar, flour, none of that crazy stuff. And tomatoes are very healthy for you. They're full of antioxidants. Garlic and ginger both have medicinal qualities as well. So this is great. Great healthy soup. And it's a good hangover soup too. Although I'm not condoning the overconsumption of alcoholic beverages.
I still remember the first time I laid eyes on Dimples here. We went out on a blind date. She was outdated and I was blind.
Okay, you can use a teaspoon. Yeah, I've seen it done before. I use a potato peeler. You just gotta be careful you don't end up peeling away some of your skin. That's good. Ginger is a very fibrous root, so you have to know how to use it. What I'm going to do now is put this in a mini food processor, grind it up. Okay, in goes the ginger. Nicely chopped up. Smells just so awesome. Great. Okay, let's get this soup started. I have company coming over shortly. Let's go to the range. Okay, I have a 4-quart Staub enameled cast iron cocotte here. You can use just about anything except uncoated cast iron because that would react with the acidity in the tomatoes. And I wouldn't use aluminum because that may give it a foul taste. So these are probably the best, or stainless steel is quite suitable as well. I have a 1/3 cup of Kerrygold butter. This is butter from free-range cows. If you haven't tried it, you should. I also have some extra virgin olive oil. This is the one for sauteing and stir frying. This is the one you want to use. You don't want to use a bold oil on this. That was 2 tablespoons or so. Going to add my 3 cloves of garlic. And I don't want this to burn. I don't want to give it any color. I just want to sweat it down, as they say. And I also have my ginger here. That's probably about 1/3 of a cup of ginger. That'll probably take about just 3 minutes or so. Okay, that is coming along fine. Here are my tomatoes. There's a lot of juice that was in the bag. Do not throw that out. That is flavor. I'm also going to add some sea salt to that. This will help the tomatoes reduce a bit. Not too much. You can always add. I'll turn the heat up now since I added a whole bunch of tomatoes. And I'm also going to add some carrots. These are matchstick. These are what I use for salads. Yeah, I buy them pre-cut. Add some of that. Just give it a nice flavor. Make it a little sweeter as well. Okay, so I'm not going to add any water. I'm not going to add any stock. These tomatoes will cook in their own juices and break down. Although it's probably going to take about 45 minutes or so. So I'm just going to cover it up. It's simmering away. I'll reduce the heat and check it in a half hour. See how it's going. So it's been 45 minutes. I checked it a few times. Okay, everything is pretty much broken down, as you can see. Okay, I'm going to take out all the skin and seeds and bits and pieces of garlic and what else may be in there. Okay, I have a food mill here. And one of the many things a food mill can do is puree items, puree food. It has two blades that force the food through a perforated plate. So this is ideal for making this type of soup. If you don't have that, which you probably don't, you can use a regular kitchen strainer. Although the food mill does make it quite a lot easier. Okay, you can see all the skin there, and I have a whole bunch of nice soup here at the bottom. Okay, I'm going to have to make another round here. So here's the soup. It's not super thin. It has bits and pieces of tomato. Has some seeds in it, but that's okay. I tasted it. It's really, really good. I'm going to add a little bit more salt to it and then put it back on the range just to keep it warm, and then I'm going to serve it. So here's the soup. It's not super thin. It has bits and pieces of tomato. Has some seeds in it, but that's okay. I tasted it. It's really, really good. I'm going to add a little bit more salt to it and then put it back on the range just to keep it warm, and then I'm going to serve it. Okay, so this is my tomato soup with garlic, carrots, and ginger, and I'm serving that with a perfectly cooked grilled cheese sandwich, and that's a Swiss cheese sandwich. I don't think it's too hard. Hey folks, this is Derek. He's a worker here in my house.
Happy to have some free lunch.
And he knows food. He's been eating it all his life. So I'm going to let him critique my soup. I hope it's not too spicy. I put like 4 cayenne peppers in there.
Oh, really? Yeah, it's a lot more dynamic than your normal tomato soup. It's got a lot of body and good flavor.
Oh, it's healthy too. It's got a lot of ginger in it.
Fresh ingredients.
Yeah, everything's fresh.
Came right out of the backyard. Can't beat that.
Can't get any fresher than that.
Beautiful grilled cheese here. Full of that nice Swiss.
Well, there it is, folks.
Nice and rich and buttery, flaky.
Unsolicited testimony. And I'll give you that $10 later.
100%.
Go ahead. Make my day.